Hello all of you delightful beings out there, and welcome back to the stream. I am Razim, currently as Asher the Labramon, and this is Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, right, I forgot to... I'll leave it. So, we're in the middle of this Arcane Tower, and, man, that was annoying to figure out the puzzle for solving it, but I did. I did. And then I summarily got my butt kicked by some, things. I did not like getting my butt kicked by them.
This is unfortunate.
Yes. So now we are going for round 2. I have plans. Oh, it's the Tongue of Madness. Okay. I thought it was the torch stalks that I needed, but no, I was able to get everything I needed here.
With haste.
But I did not find the lady that I was supposed to apparently talk to, so I'm just kind of looting her house. That water barrel might be very useful.
Maybe I need more pockets.
I could electrify it. Or something to the water. I would prefer other kinds of barrels, but I will accept those for dealing with those golems. As long as I got something. At either rate, let us ascend. Hello, Pikesh. This? Ah, it is. No, I don't get the uppies there, Pikesh. Hi, Gib-Gab. You know, Ido and I were just talking about you in DMs there, Gib-Gab. Or rather, Sammy. You know, how Sammy can't fly. And meanwhile, you know, Kashel can just float.
That chest. I can feel its magic.
Well. Phew.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Come along, everyone.
What's cooking?
I swear you could lift that.
can do, or...
Alright, we got a gold ingot. The Hearthlight Bomb. Scroll of Mage Armor. Protection from Wood and Evil. And Mistress Grace. Oh, hey, free Featherfall. Sure, we'll equip that on ya. No particular reason, Gib Gab. Don't worry about it.
Looking ahead. On my way.
Oh, what's that, Ido? Oh, nice. Alright. We are going to do a long rest before we attempt to fight the boss at the top of the tower again. Oh, right. There we go. Now let's talk to Scratch.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Scratch is a good boy. Oh, God. I'm sorry to hear that, Gib Gab.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh, jeez. That is definitely expensive. Hassan, will you join my party
You
now?
wish to speak? With such stimulating company? Never better. Perhaps. But we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said. Precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found. It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow-cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise. But the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better.
I would really like him on my team, other than, you know, instead of frickin' Shadowheart. But I need a healer, so I guess we're bringing Shadowheart.
I don't think there'll be any more trouble between Lae'zel and I, if you were wondering. We can all sleep easier now. Well, apart from all the rest.
That's good. I'd rather keep things friendly between all of
You
us.
have an interesting definition of friendly, but yes.
No, I want him because he's apparently a powerful druid. Join me.
I'd join you, but things are looking a tad crowded. You'll need to make room for me.
Lae'zel will leave.
I was beginning to feel a little left out.
Plus, Shadowheart sucks. So, you know, I would rather have a actually competent healer. Hmm. Sure, take Divine Bolt. We'll just give you ability improvement.
Let's get on with it.
Now, was it K? Yes. Raijin cute dook doo doo dook. Raijin cute dook doo doo dook. Raijin cute dook doo doo dook. Raijin cute. Mwah.
Mwah.
Oh, that is what she went. Ugh. Paladin is an interesting choice.
There is work to do.
You know, I got plenty of money. Yeah, let's go talk to Withers. Where are you? Withers! There you are.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. Be assured, it is not by choice.
Oh.
As thou desire.
Did not realize he was here against his wishes. Paladin is not a bad choice. But I think I'll stay with Cleric and just redo and just choose a different subdomain. Or choose a different domain period. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Tempest domain could just do, they just get to, react with that. Yeah, it does not give Gab. But War Domain or Tempest Domain are what I'm currently looking at. A War Priest charge to make an additional attack as a bonus action? Yeah. I mean, that's definitely useful, but it's limited. How often can I use Wrath of the Storm? It doesn't say there's any limit on it. Well, I mean, Tempest, I feel like Tempest Domain might be the best option here. War is
Should
definitely...
be equal.
Huh?
If it's the same as fifth ed, it should be equal to your wisdom modifier, a minimum of 1.
Fair enough. Though, I do need to step away, guys. I apologize for doing it so soon into the game, but, yeah, I need to. So, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Alright. Hello, Merle. Hey, Delimited. Good to see you both. We are back. I'm really debating what I want her to go.
I did look up the Tempest thing, by the way.
Oh. How often can she use it?
And in Baldur's Gate 3, it's just, there's no limit.
Well, that settles it.
Unless, of course, it was patched out at some point, but according to the wiki, unlike in 5th edition, no limit.
Oh, crap. It reset her ability scores.
Spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Yeah, I just realized they
As
reset
thou
her ability scores, so gonna have to pay again to get that fixed. Yay. Tempest Domain, and let's get these fixed. View more Constitution. You only need a +2 here. And then I want a lot of, actually, no. We don't need any dexterity, because she's going to be going, heavy armor. Well, I guess there are other uses for dexterity, but you know what? I don't care. Shadowheart sucks. I'm more satisfied with those. She can have a low intelligence. Sure. There. I'm satisfied with that setup. Kiss the engine. Mwah. Prayer of Healing is definitely very good. I think I'll just accept that. She'll get another spell slot. Right? No, she won't. But I can accept it anyways. Sure, Acid Bolt works. Oh, right, it's the even one where they, the bonus goes up. We'll put that there, then. Okay.
Never wanted the easy path.
So... I like Will. But I think we should go get Gale. Because while Will is great, he is more of a frontline fighter. And, I already have 2 front lines between Karlach and Shadowheart.
I'll say one thing for our troop. We're not short on drama. I'm glad Shadowheart and Lae'zel settled their differences peacefully. Eventually.
I was wondering, that condition of yours, why does it require magic?
Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
Join me.
Would that I could, but your entourage is full. You'll need to make room for me first.
Trade places with Will.
Magical. So, shall we?
And we need to feed him a magic item. Blah. There you go, Gale. Have that.
Ripe with magic.
Consume.
Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mister, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent.
Go on. You're among friends.
I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. And from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover.
Are you telling me you made love to a goddess?
Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
How exactly did you try to cross those boundaries? Oh yeah, they definitely did. Yeah.
I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
I'm intrigued. Tell me all.
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite. His entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms, until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess?
I'm not familiar with this particular lore, Sirio. There is so much to the Faerun lore. I guess you ruled out flowers and chocolates altogether, then.
You know me. My gestures can never be grand enough. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
Why did he crouch down for this?
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book bound and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
How are you still alive?
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however.
You will die?
Rather worse, actually. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
Is there nothing we can do?
I chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
We've come this far together and we'll continue on together. That is how it will be.
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Okay. Yes, he is a walking nuke. One that we could possibly use. I mean, what? Huh? Oh, huh?
Mwah.
Mwah. Wait, is that armor? No. Oh, there's the AC. Okay. I'm like, where is his armor class? We should really go get him equipped. Like, he's okay right now, but I know he could be far better. And she could also be far better. Add to wares, add to wares, add to wares.
No one back home will ever believe this.
I really wish I could get myself a merchant in my camp. Well, yes, Therio, what did you think I was? Of course I'm evil. Mahaha!
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all.
You say he's a merchant, and yet... How many times have you done this before?
I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over.
Oh. Well, thank you, Vari. I did not realize that was a thing. Unfortunately, ow.
Jibe Gap cheered with 500 eggy bitties. Let him do it all the way.
I'm not going to let him do that. No. Ooh, that is very nice for Shadowheart. Fine.
A matter of days to live. Don't dally, my friend.
I'll do a save and reload for 500 more bits. The things I do to be able to eat.
Hello. Quite the cozy setup you have here.
Duke.
Giant Gap cheered with 500 eggy bitties.
It's...
Ugh. Do it.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle.
Under it.
The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push.
Clench my fist. Ah!
Through your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it!
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a harp string.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
Hold as still as possible.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick. Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now, don't move.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then, tap, tap, stab.
Do you feel that? Ha! I think we have the blighter on the run.
Oh, God.
I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a little further.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
Drat.
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
And just like that, I'm dead.
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage.
You knocked my bloody eye out.
Please, try not to overexert yourself. You're in a rather fragile state at present. I can't help but feel partly responsible. Perhaps there is something more I can do. Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another. Far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
Oh, as he just takes off running. Though apparently I can see invisible creatures now, so... Delimited, I did it because Gib Gab gave me money. I mean, I can still reload. Though at the same time, being able to see invisibility forever is, I won't lie, that is very tempting. but at the same time, my pretty glowy eye. No, it does not look like it did, Sirio. It did give me disadvantage on perception for a short time, but that's already passed. I'll keep my eye. Reload. Plus, I don't really want Volo to run off, so I guess we'll also, everybody disapproved of him doing that. Or me allowing him to do that, rather. So, yeah. I suppose we'll allow it.
Here goes nothing.
Let's just go to bed. It wasn't a lobotomy delimited. He was attempting to get rid of the thing in my brain.
I should speak up. Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Pet the doggo. Fair enough, Kip Gap. Fair enough.
Wizard's Tower is his sanctum. Private place for research and respite. But as this wizard's not home, I say we take a peek.
Of course you do. Okay. Does not look like there is a warp back here. Which is unfortunate. But I really want to go buy some equipment. So we're going to start over here. I hope it was worth more than the you know, what you gave, Gib Gab. All things considered.
Can't slow down.
I greet you, child of the sun. How has your search for the mushrooms fared?
How do you survive? Don't you need brains?
In the beginning, I had an arrangement with a lich. Excellent company, despite what one would expect. I required brains, he required souls. A perfect symbiosis. But our ambitions eventually splintered. I wished to better the world, and he preferred its rot. So I left his company. And thus I now feed from those who act against the Society's goals.
Best way to deal with that sort of hunger, I suppose.
Perhaps the peoples of the Underdark will be less inclined to violence if they comprehend the cost, yes?
How did you escape your colony?
I was born with a propensity for arcane magic my people despise. It gave me the strength to resist the Elder Brain. Every waking hour I pushed back against its dire hold. My wizardry empowered me. The moment its control shattered, I fled. Before the colony discovered I had defected.
Hello there, Malabelle. I'm saying you should give me another 500 bits there, Gip Cap. That was bad. And I went all the way through for you. And Delimited, that is a Mind Flayer. And I am surprised that apparently they don't like arcane magic. I was under the impression that, you know, they were very proficient with arcane power, but apparently they're not. But either way, let's do this mushroom thing.
These are fine specimens. It will only take me a moment to brew them to proper potency.
Ormelium turns away to prepare the potion, lost in its own musings.
You must drink the entire draft. I can make no promises as to its taste.
The acidic liquid tightens your throat, burning on the way down. It's a bolt of agony straight to your stomach.
Not a drop left. Very good. As the potion influences your mind, you may find yourself acting irrationally. Try and stay focused.
The world loses its edges, its finer boundaries. You are fluid, but trapped like a creature suspended in amber.
Saving throw of wisdom or intelligence? We're gonna go with wisdom. I'm not gonna have her waste a spell slot on this. Yay! That's true, Sirio. That's true. Sometimes, actually, technically, most of D&D does not, because they never actually officially released the psionic stuff. Ugh.
Dark holes bite at the edges of your vision, but the void cannot draw you in. The tadpole spasms, seizes. It's fighting the potion even harder than you are. Fear pierces your mind like knives of ice. The parasite digs deeper, as if it means to hollow out your skull.
Resist the panic from within. We'll go with that one. Yay! These drugs are good, man. But they also hurt.
Blades lose their edge. You are stalwart, turning that tide of fear against itself. The parasite swells with power. More power than you have ever felt before. It surges and twists, lashing out against that which would dare to intrude. The parasite in your mind quiets, pleased with itself.
Omelum, are you well? That lava is like nothing I have ever observed before. Its power is unsettling.
Oh! I felt it grow inside me. There's more power than ever.
Such an outcome was not in my calculations. There is more to this being than mere stasis.
Also, yes, I swear that is true, Gib Gab. And delimited, no, that's just what it does when it adds bonuses. What's next? Cutting off my own head?
Such crude destruction may not waylay a lava like this. But there is another possibility. I possess a ring of mind shielding. It prevents elder brains from noticing my presence. It will not remove the lava, but it will limit its influence, both positive and negative. I would offer it as a gift, but in truth, the ring is priceless. Is there anything you could offer me in turn?
How about I tell you more about that nautiloid? Every last detail.
A fascinating topic indeed. What can you tell me?
Oh, I have an advantage on this because I actually read the schematics. Yay! Wait, can I have guidance from 2? Oh, nope. Both of the dice would have succeeded.
What a brilliant experience. To feel one step closer to my ancestors is a fine gift indeed. Here, it is yours. May it serve you as well as it has served me.
That thing better work. If it doesn't, I doubt you'll be in any position to complain.
Of course, the lava remains. Be ever vigilant of its growth.
Oh, I'm poisoned.
Is my species evolving?
Perhaps, but at such an accelerated rate.
It simply should.
Alright, let's give you that. Wait. There it goes.
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries? I do enjoy a good bargain, if anything in my private collection is to your liking.
That's not gonna help much. This would help. I don't really care about that. Uh... What do you currently have? Oh, Misty Step is really useful. Might as well add his quarterstaff to the list. Not gonna need that anymore. You know, you do make a very good point there, Gib-Gab. Raijin cute dook doo doo dook. Raijin cute dook doo doo dook. Raijin cute dook doo doo dook. Raijin cute. Mwah.
Mwah.
Ow.
Jive Gap cheered with 500 eggy bitties. My point is anvil.
Thanks for the biddies, Gib-Gab. As much as I want to use this thing, it just doesn't have enough oomph for me. Dancing lights isn't that worthwhile.
Very well. I have mushrooms to catalogue. How is your more personal research progressing?
Not well. The nutrition my species receives from other minds is difficult to emulate.
Oh. So he is actively researching to try and get a, another source of food than just... Yeah, I like that guy. He is a rare, good monster. Alright. We'll go ahead and sell that. Ooh. Oh. This combined with the corrosive flail would be a nasty combo. Yes, let's do it. Yoink and yoink. We are...
Rosin.
Right, Jen. Mwah.
So have you been playing Baldur's Gate 3 long enough that we can redeem game-breaking influences?
Those are not a thing for regular games.
But it's a D&D game.
Pat, pat.
Blem.
I'll take the chainmail +1. It's about the best I'm going to be getting right now. You know what? I'll sell all of those. I could just cast it as a ritual, so... Yes, yes it is Mala, though I only use it for the multiplayer game. I am thinking Neverwinter Nights, Sirio. I never did actually finish that.
Pillars of Eternity is a Faerun game?
I don't think so.
I'm just confused why that's on the list then, because that's not the same kind of game, is it? I thought it played much more like Path of Exile.
They don't have to be Faerun games, no. Oh, my gold. The things I do to win.
That's not the... What am I thinking of then?
Keeping the old turnip.
Okay. We have finished with that. Let's go back to the Arcane Tower.
You seem to know a good deal about our condition, Gale.
Everything, really. Not to put too fine a point on it.
A humble specimen, aren't you?
On occasion.
I guess I'm just confused here, because I've only ever heard Pillars of Eternity brought up in context of games like Diablo and Path of Exile.
The pure hack and slash kind of games are definitely not ones that I care for that much. I'll do them here and there, but that doesn't mean that they're my go-to, you know? Oh, that looks ominous. And that is even more ominous.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
This is the work of a bullet, a land shark.
What is the work of a bullet?
A perfect ring of mushrooms. Nature or magic?
Wow. That was anticlimactic.
Oh, there's a fairy circle here. Definitely not ominous at all.
This drow's cracked like an egg. Must have fallen quite some height.
Oh, there is something up there.
Better take a closer look.
At the wares, at the wares. So there was something that appeared here and then disappeared. It was probably the way to get up there.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing, Stereo. I never played Pillars of Eternity myself. It's just I thought it was a game like Path of Exile and Diablo because those are the communities I always heard it brought up in.
Gale, we need your particular set of skills here. In the form of a firebolt.
Oh, with glee.
Totally not going to be a whole bunch of other spiders that pop out as soon as I get in this area.
Let's get going. Breathe deep and move.
Let's quick save.
What's hiding here? Might be useful.
I was very much expecting there to be a trap here.
Don't give me trouble now.
Bunch of empty boxes and spider webs. Guess lost cultists haven't been back here in a while.
Ooh. But I don't really need it. That could probably be useful to hold on to. Dark Mother, Weaver of Destiny, offer us a blessing to slay your foes. May they be strangled by the threads of fate and dyed red in your image. Loth be praised. Okay, I'll sell it to whoever will buy it. Also, to be fair, Gib-Gab, every time up to this point that I have found or come across a, you know, a spiderweb like that, well, there were spiders waiting to kill me in a very gruesome fashion. Ooh, some ingots. Those should be valuable. I keep picking up a lot of these random letters that are just left everywhere. I don't think I went into that, Vari. Oh wait, no, I gave her something better.
Let's see what this does.
Oh, that one? Oh yeah, I did go through that.
Was that where you picked up the Boots of Speed and then were immediately disappointed at what Boots of Speed actually do in 5th edition?
No. That was somewhere else. This was a while ago, and I had most of my people die. We are not going to press that button this time. I don't know what that button does, but we are not going to press it this time. I have to use a bonus action, I think it was, to actually turn them on and, like, sure, they give me extra speed, but that's kind of it. Ah, yeah, the spider web walking ones. Those ones I was very disappointed with. Yes, I'm aware that buttons are made to be pressed. However, I have no idea if or what it did, so therefore I'm not going to bother.
Yeah, Boots of Speed are just basically you get a sprint action for a bonus action, which sure, that's better action economy, but it's underwhelming for a magic item.
Yeah.
As is most 5th edition things.
The disc is formed from slate and engraved with Githyanki writing. You examine them closely, but can't make much sense of them. Without a cipher or primer to aid you, the disc's message could be near impossible to discern. You should take the disc to Lae'zel. She might know more about it.
Are these Githyanki markings? Lae'zel might know.
I also know that there's this, this thing here.
Seems like the owner was quite the literary type.
Circular symbols are etched on the disc.
Use the cipher.
A pattern forms as you gaze at the disc, and from within that pattern, a story emerges. The Prince of the Comet, Part 1. So it was that we were free from Gake shackles and turned our blades on each other. The heavens were shattered, and one great empire was divided in two. Gith traveled to the Hells to broker help for her people, her cause. Vlaakith would have you believe Mother Gith proclaimed her our queen. Lies. Gith made no such proclamation. Vlaakith seized the Empire against the Mother's wishes, but Gith had nurtured a son, Orpheus, Prince of the Comet, the true heir. He knew Vlaakith's treachery. Orpheus rallied Gith's honor guard and declared the throne for himself. The War of the Comet had begun. It's an intriguing tale, and a forbidden one, given how expertly it was encoded. Lae'zel will surely want to know of this.
Okay.
I'd love to, thanks.
Never a dull moment.
Here, carry all this heavy stuff for me. There, have a ring.
Let's move. Something good here, I hope.
I seriously do not like all the noises down here. Especially not that. Okay. Well, the next floor up, I believe, was that boss that I died to. We have some preparation I want to do on that, though.
I'll give it a shot.
Which will involve going down here.
Have to keep going.
Oh, we won't have Will for his, Alright, you wait there.
There's no time to waste.
Shadowheart.
Onward then.
Over here.
Let me work
And
my
then
magic.
Gale. You go over here.
I've got a long road ahead. What path lies before me?
Yeah, I don't think Boots of Haste are actually a thing in 5e anymore. They kind of got rid of so many magic items, and it's like, why? But, unfortunately, this is where I'm gonna have to call it, everybody. I don't have any such gear, unfortunately, Sirio. But yeah, everybody, I really appreciate you guys coming by and hanging out with me today. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/ZGFgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, commissioning one of the artists that I manage for, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or subscribing to our YouTube. But for now, thank you all so very much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu. Good night, everybody.